Hey, this is part 1 of Reactjs series. In this series, you are going to learn everything about Reactjs in in-depth and practical way. So we are going to learn about introduction of this Reactjs in this session. Okay. So who introduced this Reactjs? Do you know? So Facebook has introduced this Reactjs in the year 2013. So initially, Facebook was using jQuery and JavaScript to create the user interfaces. To create these user interfaces, jQuery and JavaScript was used at the time by Facebook. But when the user base is very low, everything was working fine. But after some days, Facebook has become very popular and the user base has increased a lot gradually. So at that time, Facebook has faced a lot of issues related to the performance of the application. UI re-renderings became very common. And there were a lot of issues related to sharing of data between the components. A lot of issues related to data management or state management or dynamic state management. So to resolve all these issues, Facebook team has tried a lot of different ways, and at last they have invented or they have introduced React.js, and they have solved a lot of these issues. Now most of the enterprise applications are using this React.js to create web applications. So 70% of the enterprise applications are nowadays using React.js to create the user interfaces of the web applications. Only 30% of enterprise applications are nowadays created by using Angular or Vue.js or any other technologies. Now we are going to see what is this React.js. So React.js is a JavaScript based UI library which is used to create the user interfaces in an easiest way, which is used to create the complex and interactive user interfaces in an easiest and efficient manner. So we are calling React.js as a library. So do you know what is meant by this library? So libraries will provide some predefined code or pre-written code, and it will provide some inbuilt functions. So we will be utilizing this pre-written code and functions, and we will be writing our code on top of it, and we will be creating the user interfaces. So in React.js, we will not write everything from scratch. We will be utilizing this pre-written code and functions, and by using this, we will be creating our user interfaces. Okay. So let us try to understand this with a simple example. How we used to do the operations before React.js. So let us say I have a UI element h1 tag or h1 element. Now I wanted to update the text of this h1 element. So what we used to do previously with the plain JavaScript. So previously we used to get the element tag or element node from the DOM, and then we are going to get the text node. So once we fetch these two nodes, we will be updating this text manually and we will be updating this node to the DOM. So here we are going to do everything from scratch. We are updating everything manually. Whereas if you see React.js, we are going to store the text of this element in use state. So this is some predefined code or predefined function, and we are going to use set state function. So we will be sending the data to the statement function, and by using this, React.js will automatically update the DOM. So we don't have to do everything manually. React.js will do everything automatically. So this is the advantage